for Baltimore too. Yeah.
My best friend since preschool,
3
her
minutes.
husband ended up getting a job in Ellicott City. So about once a year,
Okay.
or try to loop in a show, and I would gain 10 pounds in seafood every time I did. Right?
Yes, the crab cakes. I'm changed after those.
I get a tattoo every state I perform in, and I was this close to getting a Natty Bow logo, like dead center on my shin. And I ended up going with a raven because it's not Edgar Allan Poe vibes.
Yeah.
But I almost got branded with a Natty Bow for life. That's my love for Baltimore.
I would very much support that. It's iconic, that and like the potato chip logo. Yeah.
So you have a tattoo of every state you've performed in? How many tattoos do you have?
I think I just hit like last month. So I'm almost halfway there, living on a prayer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. What's annoying?
It's called The Big Hunt in DC.
The Big Hunt?
Yeah, that's the comedy club. It's the one that's down in the basement. Only one way in and one way out.
It's a cluster. It's a good.
I already got things from people who are going to be watching on Facebook, so. I was excited about it, and then
Can I say something really quick? Did you forget me?
Do not order a scorpion bowl for 4 and proceed to drink it alone.
My
neighbors all think I'm the superintendent of this building.
This is going great.
Will you guys adopt me?
Sexual tension between two nutcrackers.
He got COVID and I didn't.
Just out of spite, I'll be like, hey, I miss ya. But then autocorrect turns it into, hey, I miss us.
Open mouth laughing.
We're going to be locked up.
But it was good.
It was
proud
good.
of us.
Yes.
Our little pot farm was
Right.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. Keep going.
Thank you so much for coming to Farris and Friends, part of the Comedy Studio series. This is a live interactive comedy show presented via Zoom, so please feel free to start your cameras and unmute your microphones. Do keep in mind, if you can hear us, we can probably hear you. So, if there are any distractions during the show, children, pets, food delivery, or the like, we ask that you please mute yourself while taking care of it, and turn your microphones back on, because we love to hear you laugh. Now, with all that out of the way, put your hands together and welcome your host for this evening, Kathe Farris!
Thank you. Woo! Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited about tonight. Thank you guys for coming back. This is our monthly show. Boston Globe put us in the show picks this week, and you'll see why tonight. It's going to be amazing. I don't know why my lighting's off, but you know what? It hides a lot, so we're going to stick with this. I'm Kathe Farris, and I've been hosting this show for maybe almost 2 years now, maybe 2 years. I don't know. The pandemic has been so long. This show, the way we created it is that we have new comedians and seasoned comedians on at the same time. And we love that because when you can share that experience, you just get better. So this is great. What you probably noticed too is that I've been on right now for almost over a minute and I haven't been interrupted by Ellen Sugarman. That's true, because Ellen's not here tonight. And that's why I'm going to put all of the stuff that I've been trying to talk about for the last 52 weeks into tonight. So let's just get going with this. Yeah, we have a good show. We have the lineup is terrific. And what's neat about this lineup is that I learned the other day that one of our up and coming comedians, her father is a local author and illustrator here in Medfield. I live in Medfield, and I didn't connect that. And so when I did, I was like, let's get him on the show. And she's like, well, he's never seen me do comedy before. I'm like, this is a new reality show, which would be terrific. Now, the whole reason I wanted to have him on the show is because I too am an artist. I think a lot of people know this about me. I have an Etsy shop. It's called Go Cork Yourself, where I paint portraits of the wrongfully convicted on wine corks. Like this guy. This is actually my neighbor, Daniel, who started a Twitter war with Eversource when we all had a blackout. And I went over to Daniel's house, and this guy, not great. I also went to Medfield TV, and I'm pitching a whole show idea about my Cork people reenacting local crimes. And they are this close to answering my email about it. So there's that. This actually is another lady. She's in my subreddit group for air fryers and really is pissing me off. So I just made that of her. But I want to bring on our guest tonight. His name is David Badicki, and I know that, but here's the thing. A lot of librarians pronounce his name wrong, so I actually had to ask him. But you guys, please welcome David Badicki to the show. Hi, David.
Hi, thank you. It's actually Badricki.
Oh,
Badicki sounds, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this a family program, by the way? I don't know. Is this
no, here's the thing. Some people have their kids in the room, and I'm not going to judge their parenting because of my own. But no, it's not. I'm excited to, one of my favorite books of yours is the Ace Lacewing Bug Detective.
Yes.
And it's a favorite. It's been a favorite in our house. But the thing is that, and I'm not knocking, I think it's so great that you do this and all that. But it is kind of like a gateway for people to like get into true crime. I mean, they're always talking about these stereotypical women like myself who are into true crime. And I think that your book is kind of like a gateway book for that. Because, you know, one minute they're reading about bugs and detectives, and the next minute they're doing a deep dive and finding new leads about the Susan Powell case. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was my first book, you know, and it was 16 years ago, and I pretty much didn't know what I was doing at the time when I put that story together. But since then, I've learned a lot about the children's book industry. You know, there isn't actually much to learn about it, but you know, I learned a lot. And but that was my first book. I put a lot of work into it too. That book took me over a year to put together. But,
really?
Yeah. These, you know, sometimes you can read my books like in about 4 minutes, but it takes like a year and a half to put them all together, which is totally, you know, it shouldn't happen like that.
I hear you on that.
I remember when the first time, like a kid ever looked at one of my books, and he was a speed reader, so he's just like burning through it really fast, right? I said, you know, and I thought about it, I said, geez, hold on. I mean, you're burning through it. Look at all the detail I put into my artwork. Spend a little time, look at stuff, you know. But he was just burning through it, and it's just ungratifying.
How many books have you written?
Well, I've written 16, but I've illustrated 31 altogether.
Wow. What's your favorite?
The next one.
Oh.
Yeah. You learn so much from each book as you go forward that, you know, you think of, okay, well, I'm not going to make this mistake the next time. I'm not going to make that mistake the next time. So on and so forth. I always tell people that, you know, my favorite book is going to be my next one. And hopefully, but I mean, some books sell better than others, so those might be my favorites too. But most part, you know, your favorite is one that you, I'm hoping that my next one's going to be my favorite. Yeah.
You know, it's weird. Weird is that I have Dory's Story. I know you illustrated that one.
Yeah.
And we actually, in our family, my kids loved it, but we passed it down. So all of my nieces and nephews have gotten the book. Now, saying that, I'm probably like, you should have maybe bought more of them instead of passing it down. But we really just, I really, like I said, as you can see, I'm an artist myself, so I appreciate the craft of it. And so I'm passing them down. I just thought, since I had you for a minute, I had some book ideas too. You know, in the pandemic, I did a couple of those master classes. And so I started like kicking around some ideas, and I like the whole thing about like animals. So I was thinking like Harriet the hermit crab gets 10 to 15 for tax fraud.
Okay. Yeah. Is there a moral to that story though?
Don't get caught. I don't know. My daughter Jessica had one too. Hers was Mr. Frog explores his options in the sanitation industry. I like that one.
They're all good titles so far. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you're gonna love this one. Reggie Rabbit blames Wall Street for the collapse of his marriage and his online sock business.
Boom, boom.
No.
Now, too long of a title. First of all, you got to keep it short and sweet.
All right. So maybe take out the collapse of the marriage. Although I think that would be the real hook for people, you know. What did Reggie do?
Yes. Okay, what else you got?
That was it. That actually was my best one. That was my best one. I was actually thinking like that would get the biggest laugh, and like you'd be patting my back, being, "Oh my God, you should pursue that." And they'd be like, "I can't think of a better way to start the show." And now I can't think of a better way to start the show.
Well, I think you got some things there, but you know, like selling it to a publisher might be a little bit difficult these days. I think, you know, with the way that they're going, everything's so politically correct with publishing these days. I mean, Dave Pilkey, I don't know if you're familiar with him. He did the Captain Underpants series, which has sold a bazillion books. And recently, this year, a book that he did about I think about 12 or 15 years ago got kind of panned, I think, because of some racial stereotypes in it. And so you got to watch what you say. You got to watch what you write about these days. It's really, they actually have sensitivity readers looking over manuscripts of my books these days, where, you know, if something is not right or something is not sensitive, boom, out it goes. You got to rewrite everything. So yeah, that's the way the industry is these days.
Yep.
So
I think it'd be safer for me to go with the tax fraud one then.
Yeah, That would be a good title. Just don't get caught. There it is. Simple, simple.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Don't get
Okay. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to like put some ideas together. Maybe I'll just do some reenactments with Daniel. Okay. So the last thing is, and we're going to check back with you because Jules is doing a set. You've never seen your daughter do stand up?
No, I haven't. I'm so excited about seeing her do this because she's so courageous. She's much more spunkier than I'll ever be. I mean, I talk to kids a lot. I visit a lot of elementary schools. Back before the pandemic, I was visiting about 100 schools a year, and now I've been doing the virtual visits. And it's kids are kids. They're not as tough an audience as adults are. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited about seeing her do her.
Well, I think you're going to be very pleased with her. And then we're going to check back with you, no pressure, about it. But I like the fact that you have a happy face because most parents are like, okay, it's very comedy.
My daughter's awesome. She really is. I can't wait to do it.
Well, we feel the same way. So I think we should get the show started. What do you think, David?
I think, is it me? Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I just want to back up and say, if you just really supported my whole Reggie the Rabbit Blames Wall Street thing, this could have gone a whole different way, and the energy would just be out.
I hate to burst your bubble, but I would definitely. I'm really sorry, Kathe. I didn't mean to come on and just.
Oh, it's okay, David. People have told me before they don't like some of my jokes, and I still do them. Nobody's deterring me.
I like the little quirks that you made, though. There is a home for that somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you could. Those are. Yeah, definitely. You could do something with those. I think. Right. Yeah.
Maybe this is Reggie, because he's already incarcerated. If you notice that too, I've already put him in jail.
Yeah. Got the orange on. Yes.
All right. Okay, well, let's get started. This is Farris and Friends, and the way we do this is we have new comedians and seasoned comedians on, and here we go. Thank you guys all for being here and supporting comedy. This is not easy for us to do it like this. This is not how we like to do it, but we love to do this for you. So let's bring up our first comedian, one of my favorite people, and she's going to be a favorite of yours as well. Put your hands together for Kathe Lynch, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming. I had a pretty wild night last night. I bought myself a 40. That is a 40-ounce portion of Aveeno lotion from Costco.
Oh, nice.
Watch out. I'm double fisting. Because my eczema is so dry. A few times a year, my mom will ask me if it's okay if she can get rid of my Beanie Babies. And every time I'm like, Mom, you've been asking me this for decades. Like, I'm in my 30s. Of course it's okay if you get rid of my Beanie Babies. But you better keep my special ones. The Goodwill donation bin is no place for an American icon like Twigs the giraffe. My new guilty pleasure is watching YouTube videos of middle-aged Midwestern women who declutter. Videos are super entertaining. They're always saying things like, oh, my house used to be so cluttered. I was so stressed that sometimes I didn't even feel like going to church. There's all sorts of videos on YouTube of talented people doing amazing things, but I like to watch the decluttering videos because it seems attainable. Like, I too could get rid of a shirt, right? Pantry organization videos are also super hot right now. Some people enjoy action movies, but have you ever watched a woman organize rice?
No.
While generic background music plays. These pantry videos are all the same. They all start off with a woman drinking coffee in her all-white kitchen. She's sitting there, like, probably thinking, I'm clutching this mug like a raptor holds its prey because I'm afraid that people will leave me. How do I make myself seem relatable, but also make people feel jealous of me? Oh, fuck, I forgot to put on my statement necklace. Stop filming me right now, Brad. But once she starts organizing, I am captivated. I'm sitting there like, she's got a mason jar. Holy shit, she is pouring basmati rice into the jar. It's getting really hot in here. Oh, she's taking out a label maker. Oh. I would have gone with handwritten labels myself for more of a rustic feel. That's right. I don't want to watch talented people on YouTube. I want to see videos of oats. Oats that belong to a stranger in a town I'll never go to. I even put some pills in one of these little jars so I can be like, oh, these aren't my antidepressants. Just a little something I picked up at the apothecary. I hate it when I have to get my car looked at the repair shop and the mechanic asked me to explain to them what I think is wrong with it. Because I don't know anything about cars. Like, they'll ask me to describe the noise that it's making, and I give this explanation that is so incoherent and stream of conscious. It sounds like I'm giving a slam poetry performance at Vegan Joe's Chili Night. I'm like, well, the noise, it's a rattling noise, a ticking noise. Like a baseball card in the bicycle spokes. I felt real fear on the highway. Thanks so much, everybody. That's it for me.
Kathe Lynch, everybody. Gosh. I feel like you and I could actually dominate the subreddit groups, don't you think, Kat?
Yes, I'm on the decluttering one and the frugality one as well.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna infiltrate those, and then you can do mine. We'll be like spies. I like it. Now I'm getting excited. Now I have purpose. Thanks, Kathe. That was awesome. Okay, so our next comedian coming up is someone who what's really awesome about the pandemic, not awesome about the pandemic, but what was one of the silver linings of the pandemic is that you got to do stuff that you love to do and to meet people that you wouldn't normally be able to meet. I met her right before the pandemic, started doing comedy. Is everything okay? Is Ellen here?
I don't know.
I feel like Ellen's here. I met her right before the pandemic. She started doing comedy and she's like, you know what? I'm not going to stop just because of the pandemic. And I'm so glad she didn't. And you'll see why. You guys, please welcome Steph Dahlwin.
Yeah.
So I'm mixed race. I'm Vietnamese and Jewish. You can't really tell by looking at me. I guess Vietnamese plus Jewish equals the photo of a Kardashian. Like if they didn't do lip fillers and only ate chicken nuggets. You also can't really guess by my name, Steph Dahlwin. Like a job will see my resume and be like, "Who, Dahlwin? What kind of white is she? Is she Ellis Island white, old money white? Only buys her ethnic food at Whole Foods white? Never seen this kind of white before." I walk undetected amongst the whites. I'm a white walker. When people see me out with my Vietnamese mom, they think that she's this like poor, helpless foreigner, and I'm like her seeing eye daughter. When really, I'm more like a scared rescue dog who has imprinted on my mom as the alpha. Like, we'll be at a bank and the teller will keep directing questions at me, and I'm like, sir, you misunderstand. I am not the responsible one. My mom survived war, the Viet Cong, and bell-bottom pants. Like, I think she can handle. I think she can handle opening this Wells Fargo account. I, on the other hand, eat expired honey mustard out of the trash can. Like, I don't fully know how to fold my laundry. Like, and my idea of a fancy dinner is going to McDonald's and eating in the restaurant instead of alone in my car. People just kind of assume my mom speaks broken English because she has an accent. Like, English was broken long before she got to it, okay? Like, what language has this many rules around comma placement? And I don't really think my mom butchers English. She improves it. As an example, she actually survived smallpox, except sometimes she mixes up her P's and her F's, so she pronounces it small fox. Honestly, let's change the name. That sounds way more badass. Like, Small Fox sounds like a Game of Thrones warlord. Or like, Small Fox sounds like a Marvel superhero. You know, like, I want my Call of Duty screen name to be Small Fox. Like, finish him, Small Fox. And you know, it's like, congratulations, smallpox. Like, my mom just helped you reinvent yourself. My mom used to make me sleep with a knife under my pillow to scare away murderous Vietnamese ghosts. What, did no one else's parents make them do this? Like, people always used to make fun of me for my ghost knife, but watch, this is going to be the next big thing that Gwyneth Paltrow pushes on her lifestyle vlog. Right next to breast milk lattes. And a rose quartz crystal that doubles as a tampon. I mean, you're all probably thinking, like, what the fuck is a knife going to do against a ghost except go through it? But hear me out, okay? My family, we believe that Vietnamese ghosts are former, like, criminals and murderers. They will kill anything. You know, you, your family, your sourdough starter. They're not like American ghosts that do these half-assed hauntings, you know? Like, you see all these ghosts in American movies who, like, in the American horror movies that, like, stare at you from across the hall or, like, slam a door extra loud. That's not scary. It's just passive-aggressive. Like, I have done that to all of my ex-boyfriends. Where's my movie? Lately, my mom has been, like, convinced that there is this ghost man who is trying to abduct me and make me his ghost wife. I know, it's crazy. Someone wants to marry me. Like, I need to lure him in, not scare him away. Screw the knife. You know what you're going to find under my pillow? Tennessee, Sports Illustrated, and half a sandwich. Also, I think I know what this is really about. The knife is not about protection. My mom is jealous. She is jealous that I'm getting more attention than her from the ghosts. Like, Mom, you're already married. Don't be so greedy. Doesn't turn down dick of any kind right now. Even my mom's paranormal sloppy second. Wait, that's all for me. Thank you guys so much, and thanks for having me, Kathe.
Jeff Darwin, I love that. Here's the thing, like, the only part that I am concerned about is that you go to McDonald's. I do not care for McDonald's or their fries or the elderly gangs that hang out there. You know, that's not a garden club, okay? That's a gang. You better watch yourself. Don't be worried about ghosts, be worried about these gangs. And honestly, like, elderly gangs, it doesn't matter if it's an elderly gang or a regular gang. Gangs are gangs. You don't mess with their money or their drugs. And you stay off their turf. Get the fuck out of here. The only difference between, like, an elderly gang and a regular gang is that an a regular gang, it's like the alpha male, but elderly gang, it's Lorraine. The only one with a license. Just think about it. I think you got the ghost under control, but the McDonald's thing, that's risky behavior. That's just high risk. All right, you guys, Steph Darwin, how about that? And I think some of you are tuning in being like, oh, there's new people, there's seasoned people, bet you can't even tell the difference, right? Right, exactly, because these people are gold. Okay, so as we said at the beginning, David's daughter, never seen her do comedy before. I have, and this is exactly why she's on, because she's terrific. You will love her. Put your hands together for Jules Rose.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We're doing it. Zoom comedy, right? Getting used to Zoom. I feel like it's just becoming a part of my life at this point, though. Like everything's blending together. Like, am I in a meeting or am I having sex? Because I just keep hearing the same things. Keep hearing, are you recording? Is this a good angle for you? Did someone just join? Hey, I think the dog's watching. I just got bangs. Yep, I jumped on the bang train. Don't Google bang train. No, now I look like Taylor Swift if she ate only pierogies. Gender reveals, I feel like they're getting a bit out of hand. I think they burned down an entire state. I think someone just died. I have a solution though. I think if we just limit gender reveals to Florida, we could solve a few problems. I am aware I am pretty basic. Like, I know it looks like I just have Taylor Swift's folklore on loop up here, and you're not wrong. Like the other day, I went to Marshall's, Home Goods, and Target, or what I like to call the white girl triple crown. I come from a healthcare background, so I'm always trying to build rapport with my patients. The other day, I asked a patient if they were up to anything fun, and she said, yes, it was just my son's birthday. We got a bouncy house. And I said, well, that's so cool. Bouncy houses are awesome. And she said, no, not really, because my son fell and broke his arm. To which I responded, at least he has 2 of those. And he did not have 2 arms. So that joke didn't land, but neither did her son. Yeah, so you start learning a lot of patterns being in the medical field. You know, like if someone's email address is at AOL.com, they're most likely on Medicare. And when someone's email address is at hotmail.com, they don't have insurance. And if it's at edu, I mean, we get it, Chad. You did your MBA at Harvard Business School online, but can you just get a Yahoo account like the rest of us in this fantasy football league? I have a new job now, so I get to work from home. I've been listening to a lot of Spotify, and some of the playlists are like really spot on for my mood. It's like rainy day vibes and breakup ballads, or like post-abortion car jams. That had a surprising amount of Phil Collins on it. Abortion jokes, horrible person. All right. Speaking of horrible things, the other day I heard someone say that Louis C.K. is really good at shock humor because he's subtle, you don't see it coming, and then he'll just slip it in there. Which I think was a strategy on a few things. Who else do we got? Rush Limbaugh died, yep, leaving the remaining 7 of Donald Trump's Horcruxes yet to be found. Remember when Trump got banned from all of social media? That was fun. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, those made sense. I'm pretty upset they banned him from Pinterest, though. Like, what was Donald Trump doing on Pinterest? He's like, this is my vision board on walls. An exposed brick, shiplap, rock wall. I really want to contrast with I just got a new apartment. I moved to a little bit of the rougher edge of town, but I still try and be friendly with all my neighbors. I'm always like, what's cooking? And they're like, meth. I get it. Shop local, small business. No, I just moved to Jamaica Plain, and the vibe is like, I feel confident I could buy quinoa in bulk here. I was telling one of my patients this, and he said, there's a lot of progressive lesbians out there. They're gonna jump out and get you. Progressive lesbian. I mean, first off, bit redundant. Have we met many conservative lesbians? Love is love, but I'll take the 81 cents to the dollar. And that is it for me. Thank you.
All right, girls. Okay, let's check in with David. What did we think?
Oh, I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was really good, Joel. You got some really good material, and nothing about me. I'm really surprised that there was no humor about dad or mom in there. It was all more about Taylor Swift than anything else.
He sounds disappointed.
I thought I'd rate a little higher than that, but no, that was great. It was good. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. And I don't know why you are shy about not having your whole family watch this, because I think everybody, including your cat would love it too. So this is great. It's really, really good. I very much enjoyed it. You made me proud, Joel. I love it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So good. Yeah. You probably heard me laughing. Ah! Yeah. Good stuff. Thank you.
Farris and Friends, bringing family together.
Yes, exactly. Can we get that as a soundbite? I'm going to use that as a promo.
Yep.
I do. I actually do love that, because first I felt bad when you were doing it. I'm like, geez, I just put a lot of pressure on Jules. Like, come on the show, bring your dad. Then let's do a recap. Also, I want to push all my aunt.
I love it.
I might cry tonight at some point.
Very proud of you.
5% chance. So
very proud of you.
I think it was good. I'm really glad we had this. I feel like Oprah. I feel like the Oprah of Zoom comedy.
And now if you'll all look under your seats.
We're all going to McDonald's with Steph.
Yes.
And we have
I've got my ghost knife. I'm ready.
Or you have mason jars full of oats from Kathe. Well, this has been so great. I want to thank everybody so much for coming so far. I am so excited about this guy who's closing out. One of the things I love about doing this show online is there's a lot of hard things, but the great thing about it is that we get people from all over the country. And we were so psyched to be able to get this LA-based comic. He's hilarious. Please put your hands together for Eric Escobar.
Hello. What is up, everyone? Before I start, I just want to say Progressive Lesbian is my favorite punk band I've ever seen live. Caught him a Lollapalooza, great. This is a great show. I've been looking through all these people. I love Ryan. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, baby? You're my favorite, because this whole show you haven't laughed, but every joke you give nods of approval. That's great. Ryan's just like. I also like Jacqueline. You look like you're coming out of a David Lynch movie. I don't know, but I love the aesthetic. Beautiful, absolutely great. I'm in a great mood. I actually just got back from Vegas. I was in Vegas last couple of days, played some roulette. Get this, I won $500 at roulette. Clap it up for $500.
Nice.
Oh, man. So happy. I only put 10 grand on the table. All right. Maybe. I was there with my wonderful partner. We were celebrating our anniversary. We've been happily dating for 3 years. Together for five. It's been a long time. But I wanted to get her a nice, sexy gift. So actually, Kathe Farris, what's a sexy gift you could probably give your partner? What do you think I got her?
Well, let me just think of the last thing that I got as a sexy gift.
Was it a child or what?
It was a rice cooker. No, that was a fire pit, you know, her own little fire pit.
Those are both equally sexy, Kathy. Making rice and fire are both very, very turns me on. I actually got her. I got her some lingerie. She hated it. She absolutely hated it. She was like, Eric, why would you buy me lingerie from Goodwill? You know what I'm talking about? Secondhand, am I right? Secondhand? Ew, gross. That's disgusting. But we did just move in together, and it's been wild moving in with someone that like I'm dating. Because here's the thing. I learned that I love privacy. She hates privacy. All right? Like the other day, I was peeing in the bathroom. She just walks in. I'm like, yo, what are you doing in here? She's like, yo, what are you doing to our sink? You know what I'm talking about? Bye-bye. But she's really supportive. I've been trying to lose some weight. And get this, as of last March, I actually lost 100 pounds since last March. Can you believe that? Thank you. I got circumcised. That's how I did it. That's how I lost it. I actually started eating better. I started doing Blue Apron. I don't know if you guys know what Blue Apron is. It's when they send you food, ingredients, recipes, then you burn everything and order a pizza. All right. Started exercising. I started biking. But get this, I was biking like 2 weeks ago. Biked to my favorite coffee shop. Got some coffee. Came out. Someone stole my bike seat. Can you believe that? Someone stole my bike seat. Like before, I used to like to bike, but now I love to bike. You know what I'm talking about? I've also been like struggling a lot. Like, I don't know, like I'm also acting here and there. I'm trying to get some acting work. You may have seen me on Last Comic Standing or Comedy Central or OnlyFans. All right, a lot of great work. Auditions are coming back out in California, and it's wild because I'm getting auditions here and there, but it's weird because I'm only getting cholo auditions. All right. I don't know if you know what a cholo is, but a cholo is like a Mexican gangster, like a Mexican thug. And you can tell how tough I am by the way I pronounce cholo. All right. I don't even look like a tough cholo. I look like a cholo who loves like hummus and Sum 41. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not your wallet, but I might steal your heart. Hey, how you doing? I feel like acting's coming back. Also, I used to be a professional wrestler, and that's coming back, which is super wild, super insane. My last match was horrible. My last wrestling match was the worst because I was wrestling this guy out of nowhere. He legitimately headbutts me in the dick. Can you believe that? Headbutt right to the junk. I was freaking out because it was the first time I've seen anyone get a concussion. You know what I'm talking about?
It's funny.
I also, my girl, I was saying, but I used to have horrible roommates. I don't know if anyone in here has had a horrible roommate, but make some noise right now if you've ever lived with a bad. Anyone?
Whoa.
Great, awesome. If you were quiet right now, you were the horrible roommate. All right. My old roommates were the worst. All right, they were loud, they were messy, they were my parents. All right, but I still want to keep in touch with them. Want to send them some love. Called my mom last week. She asked me a weird question, super weird question. She was like, "Are you pro gay people?" And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Are you pro gay people?" I'm like, "Mom, I'm not even amateur gay people. All right." When did they get a league? All right. Can I get As I'll go for Ryan. That'll be great. Let's go. Don't touch me. Let's go. Don't nod at that, please. I feel like my dad's even worse though. My dad says some really horrible things. Like one time, my dad referred to me as heavyset, and I'm like, "Dad, it's 2021. Old term. Don't say heavyset. Say like fat or plus size. Call me something like that." One time he called me Oriental. I'm half Filipino. And he was like, "You're Oriental, right?" I'm like, "Dad, don't say Oriental, all right? Say like Asian or Asian American." But the thing that really like messed me up, the thing that really offended me is a couple weeks ago, called my dad, forgot what I did to piss him off, but he called me a pussy. I was like, "Dad, that's not cool, all right? It's 2021. We don't call people pussies anymore. We call them millennials," which is a hard joke to tell as a millennial, all right? Have you talked to 27-year-olds? It's like you're talking to 27-year-olds, all right? Job, it's very strange. But here's the thing. I know why my generation is so awkward. My generation is weird, annoying, because we grew up with like social media, the internet, Wi-Fi. We're addicted to it, and it made us all weird. We can't like process things normally, all right? Like I can't do anything without my phone. I need my phone all the time. I was pooping today. I was taking a poop, realized I didn't have my phone with me, and I started crying. Okay? Started crying, I finished my business, and then I got out of that pool. And that was I've ever do. It was pretty bad, pretty bad. I do live in Los Angeles. I like LA, but it's a little dangerous, A couple nights ago, someone got shot outside my apartment, and I was freaking out, absolutely freaking out, because it was the first time I've ever used a gun. All right, very scary. I'm not a fan of guns. If you like guns, do your thing, be safe. I think there should be more regulation. Like, here's the thing. I don't like guns because when I was 14, I went hunting and I tried to shoot a rabbit, accidentally hit the magician. All right. That was my I got to wrap up pretty quick. Before I do, let's clap it up for Kathe in the Comedy Studio for throwing this together. What I want to do to honor y'all is let's do a little cheers, a little toast. If anyone has a drink, whether it's alcoholic, non-alcoholic, or water, let's do a little cheers to this amazing show. Thank you so much. If you're drinking tonight, keep drinking. If you're doing drugs tonight, I just want to say be careful. Be very careful, all right? Like, I tried acid over quarantine. It was the worst, absolute worst. I dropped it and started tripping out. I was tripping out so hard, I didn't even realize my little brother walked in the room and took some. You believe that? It was horrifying. It was the scariest thing to ever happen to me as an only child. All right, my friends. Or follow me on Instagram. Y'all have been amazing. Clap it up for your wonderful host, Kathe Farris.
Thank you, Eric. Eric, everybody. And that's really the show. I mean, how great was this? I think we did this really well without Ellen. What do you guys think? I mean, but we miss you, Ellen. Put that as a soundbite. Boy, we missed Ellen in the show. No, we did. But I want to thank all of our comedians who came on tonight. Kathe, Steph, Jules, and Eric, thank you so much. And for David, the supportive dad, author and illustrator, who's going to be a soon-to-be colleague of mine once I launch my art career, which I'm very excited about. Regardless of all of the things that he has told me that probably won't work, I'm going to try to do them anyway. This is Farris and Friends. We are the Comedy Studio. We do shows. Hopefully we'll be coming back soon, maybe the fall. But right now we're online. My show is at once a month, second Friday of every month. We have storytelling every Wednesday. Thursday, we have Comics Who Showered. And we teach classes, which are starting on April 11th. If you want to start taking Stand Up 101, some of these people did, and they took it with me, and look at how great they are. Am I taking credit for them? Yes. We'll just edit that part out. So please check us out at comedystudio.com. Thank you all for coming. And this has been Farris and Friends. See you next month. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Staying for the end song.
Are we sticking? Are we going?
I know. I thought it was coming on. Should I just sing it? Probably.
Yes.
We got Kathe
Or we could have
Farris in the
Becca
house
sing it.
today. She's just a mediocre gal in the USA. She might crash your dinner party and drink your box wine.
There we
So
go.
get ready for some Kathe Farris tonight. Farris and Friends, Farris and Friends. We're classy and we're sassy because we're Farris and Friends. Farris and Friends, Farris and Friends. Get ready for some Farris and Friends. Kathe is average, but her friends are great. They'll make you spit your food out on your dinner plate. They're gonna make you laugh, so hold on tight. So get ready for some Kathe Farris tonight. Farris and Friends, Farris and Friends. We're classy and we're sassy because we're Farris and Friends. Farris and Friends, Farris and Friends. Get ready for some Farris and Friends. It's Farris and Friends. To learn more, check out GoQuarkYourself.com.
Thanks so much, Kathe.
Thank you all for doing this. And thank you to Becca Walensky for the theme song. We're very excited about that. Thank you guys for doing this. It was so fun.